Yes, you can make your own baby food. And furthermore, you probably should because it will get you used to the idea that you do eventually have to cook for your kid. Every day, 3 meals a day. It's a cruel cycle. The Mummy and Bubi trays make homemade baby fooding so easy. The concept is simple. Make homemade purees, spread out the leftover in these trays, freeze, and save to serve when baby is hungry. Each cube is approximately 1 ounce of food. I have made single ingredient purees, which I sometimes mix and match, as well as fancier mixtures like pureed stew or soup. I rarely use meat just because it's so funky blended up, but I do use a lot of beans and legumes for protein, and the trays freeze all of the above beautifully. Although a friend of mine used hers to freeze cookie dough, and that was not a success, so don't do that. I store my food cubes in a freezer bag and write the ingredients and date on the front. Because the trays are made with non-toxic ingredients, the plastic is not bendy, so you don't want to bend the trays to get your food out. Instead, just push down on one side of each tray and it should swivel right out. If it's a bit too frozen solid, just rinse the back in some water for a few seconds and then your cubes will easily come out. To serve the cubes, I put mine in a glass bowl and microwave from 30 to 90 seconds, depending on the contents. The food is surprisingly fresh right from the freezer. I used these for both of my children, so I can tell you that they're easy to clean, they don't get too grimy with wear, and the best part is that the frozen food servings just slide right out, unlike regular ice cube trays that you have to fight with to get your frozen portions out of. The one slight problem I have with the Mummy and Bubi trays is that they are plastic, and if you've been watching Crash Test Mom, you know that I try to avoid plastics whenever possible, and at the very least avoid heating plastic. Because plastics of any kind have not been proven to be safe when heated, I make sure that I let my food cool to room temperature before I put it in the Mummy and Bubis. If these trays were glass, I'd give them every Crash Test Mom badge in the book. These cost $25 for a set of 2, which I have found is plenty. It really is a good bargain when you consider that baby food can get pricey if you're buying it in jars. I made every single puree both of my babies ever ate, and I didn't do it to be an uppity hippie, although I may be a little bit of that. But cooking for your baby is easier than you think, and it's really fun too. So I'm going to give these trays pretty much every Crash Test Mom badge we've got. No sweat, low maintenance, bargain, must have. I will not, however, give it the non-toxic badge because, like I said, it has not been proven that any plastic is 100% safe for heat, so do keep that in mind. Stay tuned to Crash Test Mom for more tips on homemade baby fooding, and if you have questions or comments, email me at Natali@crashtestmom.com.